My back still hasn't cracked. Hey there, I'm Bruce Dwayne. This is Escaping from Mental Health, and we are back with the Artful Escape. Look, we gotta finish our Mason ritual. Praise the giant spaghetti monster in the sky. But at this point, I'm hooked. I'm hooked. I'm hooked. Welcome to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let's bring the chaos. Oh, I can't do guitars. Oh, hold on.
Welcome
Beelzebub.
back, Captain.
Beelzebub. I cannot become Lucifer.
I am at your service.
I'm not the captain, Zom.
I'm quite positive.
Where's Lightman?
Is this kind of like the FBC where I became director?
I believe he's removing his belongings from the captain's court.
No, don't. My man, I need a mentor. Nobody plays the fiddle like you do. That was me.
Wow.
They're broadcasting me. Please don't. I don't ever want to become like hella YouTube famous. Hell no. I just want to make enough to pay my bills and play games and therapize. Honestly, yeah. What I want is just to help people at the end of the day. Like, you know what? My ultimate goal for me would be if mental health, like basic mental health exercises, topics, and specifically trauma and how we hurt people was just common knowledge at a level kind of like high school, you know? Like when you take high school gym and you go to health class, if people taught you, oh look, part of learning about your body is learning about your emotions. There's going to be sadness, there's going to be frustration, there's breathing exercises you can do, you can pray. If that was more, that would be my ultimate goal. Like if I had enough influence to do something, I would want it to be started at a younger level and become less stigmatized, less commercialized. Because the fact that it's not as commonly discussed leaves these gaps for charlatan and wellness groups and a lot of misinformation for people that can be helped with very simple exercises that should have been started earlier on. Because what I see a lot is you get people that come into therapy later in life, and it's the unhealed scars from not knowing and not having the skill set to deal with past trauma in the moment and allowing those scars to fester for a long time, that then becomes this huge problem you have to deal with, and neuroses and all this stuff. If at a younger age you would have known, oh look, when you feel this angry, seek a support group or do breathing exercises, do this, do yoga, I think a lot of people would have benefited more. A lot of the scarring happens from not having the skill set and accessible knowledge to it. Oh, let's go. No, I want to check out everything. I don't want to do shapes though.
You even own
Aporia forever.
T-shirt.
At the end of this, I'm gonna tell you what Aporia means. Unless you guys have looked it up already. No shapes, no shapes.
Do you even own a T-shirt?
I want to check out what they say now that I'm captain. Before I go talk to Lucy.
I wonder if these little grassy things have names.
He finally talked about it. Is that it?
Sold out.
If you're a Mason or you know Mason knowledge, I told you those little things have been following.
Where to?
There's a reason. I ain't gonna explain that. No. That's that. Spread the energy. That's that level. You ain't there yet. Hey, my man, you sending my merch?
Captain. Rico? On the house? No?
My man, I was gonna say yes. Okay.
Party's over.
It's not.
Lightman's getting ready to leave.
Well, I forget, he's Lucifer. He's got time on his side.
Lightman, I don't know what to say.
Let's play one more time. I haven't played with you yet.
So you'll captain the Lund as masterfully as I did.
I'm not the captain. You are. They can't put this on me.
This is the last stages of masonhood, when the student becomes a master, when you become 33rd. No, I think they do it. Well, it depends what lodge. But I think they do it differently, where like certain lodges, prior to you being 33rd, they start like that process of you finding your own students.
Trust me when I
Because that's the
say
last
I
like
believe.
real step, when you help somebody go through all of them.
But also trust me when I say
The whole
you're
six
wrong.
shit, you know, one teaches another. There can only be those.
I'm not who you think I am. I'm sorry.
You're sorry, huh? You're sorry?
I just don't want to cause any trouble.
Yeah, that's the worst thing about you.
You gotta embrace a little bit of chaos. You gotta add a little bit of like true greed, not avarice. True greed into your life. A little low budgety.
Can I make a request as former captain?
Sure.
There's one station to go before you can get back to Calypso.
Whatever you
Would
say,
you
man.
have me in the support slot?
Of
Hell
course I
yeah.
would.
I'll pick the stage if you don't mind. Got
Sure.
a feeling I won't be around again. And there's an old friend I want to visit.
Let's do it.
You'll get there one day, young blood.
To have like the morning star as your master, your teacher?
Even if you don't want to.
Where's that?
The end, I guess.
Yeah. Accept your fate.
Everything okay?
He's
In
seen
all
it so
things
many
considered,
times.
I'm remarkably calm.
Damn, you know they did a good portrayal of Satan on this one. Lucifer, they got him right. Whoever wrote this, like I said, they've read some shit. Either that or, that's all I'm gonna say. Get my Marge Simpson on. Oh, no, I gotta go up, right? Probably talk to the laser lady.
Where to?
Yeah, laser lady. Set up the show, right? See what themes we got. What kind of anime branding we can put in the back. There you guys are.
It's bizarre. As I look upon myself, who is that strange creature?
That's nice. You know, the closest I've gotten, I guess, to anything even remotely close to this is I remember doing art, and I did art shows for a while and everything in my youth. And I remember like posting at this one like really fancy gallery once, and walking in on two people I never knew, I never met, I never even introduced myself. I was just eavesdropping, and they were talking about my painting, and they were appreciating it, and I was like, wow, I'm an artist. I think that's the closest I've gotten to anything that could be even like remotely close to like, oh look, somebody knows me. That was nice. But like I said, there's very few people that are gonna know that high throughout your life.
Well, if it ain't the captain,
I didn't mean for this to happen.
doesn't matter if you meant it.
She's just here to pilot because she's shaman. She goes with the flow. Lucifer, trickster god. The trickster
That's
god.
how it is. How's he taking it?
He seems a little spaced out.
Oh,
He's still got a few aces up his sleeve. I think we might be at 32nd or 31st degree.
Are you...
am I what?
upset?
Been upset for a long time. Kinda hard to reach a crescendo, you know?
This about you and Lightman?
You mean Mark? Been about that for a while.
Ooh.
Why do you hide up here?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
You're this brilliant,
Just
unexplainable
turn the
creator.
tables. The shaman
I
people,
don't
why
even understand
isolate?
the medium, right? And I don't know, you seem ashamed of it.
Ask me how good I am.
The best.
How good are you?
I'm the greatest that's ever been.
Bish?
It has nothing to do with shame.
Okay.
I'm just plotting my arrival.
You buying your time or are you afraid?
What is that?
Horse change? Hyperion whale zone. Alright.
Oh no. Did you do this?
The cat. Sorry about that, but if you've been on the channel, you know that like my cat, I just got some chairs and she has scratching post. She's got everything to scratch, but because it's a brand new item, she thinks, oh, I'm appropriated. No, I have a zero tolerance policy for her on this one. Nah, so every time, as soon as I hear her, and the thing is, she's like, I don't claw her, like I don't declaw her. So the second she gets near the kitchen area, I can actually hear, like, even with the headphones, I know what she's up to. Because if she goes to the kitchen for anything else other than trying to scratch those, like I can hear her tone. She just like walks like she like owns the place. When you hear her go, "Hello?" I'm like, I know you spying. You like a little kid.
No! Lightman wanted to choose the stage.
He's going back.
No, I'll fight him in his stage. Lucy, I told you, Lucy. He still had one in him. He's got that dog in him. Told you, he's so old. That's why he was so calm. He still had one in him. Still had one lesson. Let's go. I want to do this one. Because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be that bad. Nothing? Okay. It's amazing they won't let me music in here. Main theater. You can't disappoint. I hope this is it, right? I hope I'm not walking the wrong way.
Where's Lightman?
He's gone.
Alright. Let's get to it.
This is dreadful, hyper-catastrophic.
What's
No,
wrong?
Bells,
What's
I got
going
you.
on?
There are no other options. Francis Vendetti must play.
Don't be stupid.
It's time to step up. Nut up or shut up.
He's the captain. If he does not
I'm sorry,
play,
clitoris up or
there
shut
is
up?
no hope.
What do spaghetti monsters have? Coriander up or shut up?
We will drift out here forever.
I think we should chill, okay? What's so dangerous about this show? Danger level dolphin doesn't sound so bad.
Francis,
Jesus, giant
dolphins
spaghetti
are the most
monster.
vicious creatures in the universe.
The Hyperion whale zone. It's not like
Dude,
other
I'm telling you.
stations.
It is guarded by the Glamogon. Only Lightman has faced it and lived. And he is not the showman he once was.
If the Glamogon is not entertained,
Hold on. This just made me think about a conversation I had with a friend a couple of years back. See, therapy. Alright, listen. Hear me out. If alien life existed somewhere else and they came here, we assume that we will be looked on as the advanced species that can communicate because we've sent out radio signals, and we're assuming a technological marker signals advancement, intelligence, and consciousness. Hear me out. But we don't understand how their society developed, evolved, stressed. So I argue that maybe other alien species have made contact on Earth, but not to our species. Because when you look at it, look at the insect world and pheromones, right? That's how they communicate. If somehow their evolutionary development of consciousness was far more present and developed through olfactory sense instead of us audio, like visual or tactile, we don't know how their communication developed. For them, that might be the intelligent species. Because when you look at it, ants can organize 5-6 million individuals with not that many issues. We're throwing rocks at people. Like, no matter how you look at it, an ICBM, Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, which is like the pinnacle of what we got, is still throwing rocks at each other. You're still throwing like a little rock that explodes at somebody else. A gun, a bullet, lead is just a rock, really fast. That's the best shit we've got. We just found rocks that explode, that are more exploding. It's uranium. So our technologies are not, like, we're still cavemen. But if, depending on how other civilizations develop, their contacts might be different species than we think. Dolphins, for example, there is arguments made that dolphins have a certain level of consciousness. They are aware, they remember. Elephants are another example. So we keep making this assumption that the species that will make contact, we will have commonality with. Maybe not. Because depending on that, and then on top of that, let's add how their chemical signals developed into how they communicate. On top of that, let's add sociological norms. What if they developed in a way where maybe they did find some sort of balance between their technology and their environment, which we still haven't reached? It's supposed to be a type 1 civilization shit that's supposed to be reachable, right? They might look at us as more of a virus. Their religion might justify wiping us out. Not because we're inferior, not because we have consciousness, not because we're worth it, just because to them, their religion are like, oh, you're fucking with the universe. Or they might look at us as like, oh, you're strong. That's what I'm saying. Like, all I'm saying is like, we have to like expand our mind as to like what other civilizations might want to talk to. It might not just be us. Wild cow mutilations. Maybe they like mooing. We haven't, like, maybe we don't have the vocal cords to talk to them, but the cows do. I'm just proposing shit.
No one passes through the station.
This is the kind of shit you get in this channel.
Not the crew,
Look
not
at
the ship, not
you
the
get
crowd.
Mason knowledge. You got every
No
week.
one.
And the performer gets vaporized with a laser.
I might never make it home.
Because I could make, I mean, if you came from outer space, you could definitely hide in the oceans. We haven't explored our oceans. NASA doesn't want to go down there. You could definitely...
You might not even make it to the Glamourgon.
Or, hear me out. There's also an argument made that at one point on Earth, the biggest organism was some sort of fungus, mycelium, some sort of mold that grew to be like, I think they found some shit in Colorado where they're like, look, this shit just spreads for this long when you look into the fossil record. Mold is an example of what I would call a decentralized consciousness to an extent. Because when you look at mold and certain like funguses, they form just like you would see brain cells form. So how do we know that mold to an extent, like, if you get a meteor big enough and just like a little clump of mold, I'm pretty sure you can like just chuck it. Some of that shit's really reliable. Panspermia. How do you know aliens didn't want to talk to mold? It would make a lot simpler sense to send some sort of like replicating plant, organic, self-generating shit to learn about it, fuck with the environment, and then when they look at it through their like light spectrum, be like, oh, there's life there. Why? Because our plant acted this way. It's giving off this light. It changed this part of the environment. I'm just saying.
That's correct. To get a show with the Glamagon, you must first...
She books the
Now we got a tastemaker.
jungle is filled with wandering musicians who never
Man,
made
I know
the
Andre
cut.
Nicotina. It's like a jungle sometimes. We're gonna get this.
Lightman is in danger. We must act now.
I know that. Maybe we
He's
can stop
Lucifer.
him. Try
And
and
he
escape
chose
the
to
dimension
go.
before
He opened
anyone
the
knows
door.
we're here.
I
Nope.
can feel it in my antennae. The Glamagon.
What a goddamn mess.
Nah, we're doing this. We're doing this. We're from Cyberpunk.
I'll play.
Absolutely not.
Why not?
You're good, okay? You might even wail. But the Glamourgon will destroy you, Francis.
No.
Francis? I'm afraid this is a moment beyond the measure of Francis Vendetti.
You're finally stepping up. My man, you're going to your shows.
There's no Francis Vendetti in the extraordinary...
Only the Petite Aporia,
Out there,
bitch.
damn it! They call me the Petite!
Aporia. Kung Fu.
Soloist of the first intergalactic transmission. And not a single organism can compare to the power in these 10 little piglets.
Let's do it. I like it, my
You
man.
believe that?
Yes.
I have to.
No. Don't be a dick.
Wish me luck if you want, darlings.
I like him. He's got a new fresh style. He's got a new outro. We're supposed to learn a new word from him too. I'm gonna have to like backtrack on channels. We're gonna have to add new words to our repertoire so we become more, verbally affluent. We're not only about that emotional intelligence, we gotta be verbally affluent in order to express our emotions. Oh man, your edibles are strong. He looks the part now. With the edible, he looks the part. I wonder if this is a way for them to stop, like NRA, no, not NRA, NPR, music type folks and turn them into rock musicians. This is the initiation. I think the last one that went through it was Ice Spice, when she was Timmy Thick for a minute. She had to like hide her identity to do the Illuminati, like the rituals. Or so QAnon tells me. This is all satire. There is no Masons. Nobody rules the world. Get help. No.
Just now, you little French pastries.
Yes, yes.
I'm getting turbo interference. What's happening down there?
They're vibing.
They may have me confused with someone
Be humble.
else. You got eyes on Lightman? Can you get through to him?
Nope. Not answering. He won't. He's starting his way up jungle. Same old show, same old song. Ask what the locals thought.
Did you little nuggets see Lightman? How was it?
They saw Lucifer. They definitely saw Lucifer.
Lightning survives this, which he probably won't.
Nah, he will.
I'm gonna
I got
fire
him.
him into space.
He won't survive that.
God, he'll be halfway to the tastemaker.
Giant
by
spaghetti
now.
monster in the sky.
I should hope so. He's the support act.
You know, I don't believe in miracles.
But
I
in you.
might believe in...
Aporia. That's gonna be a word for this game. Aporia. Oh, I could have done that clean, but I did it. because I got no musical talent. I told you. Beats and rhythms. Still good though. It's a different type of platformer. You know what this reminds me that I have on my wish list? That Gibbon game. The same person who recommended Planet Alpha for the channel recommended that one. Thank you. You are a hallucinating frog.
The glamour gone. It's a new scene.
Okay. I'm a small fish in a big pond. After playing Ace of Seafood, we know what needs to be done.
My story begins at Candy Hammer, which rotates on an axis equal to the mathematical formula for the perfect cream-filled croquembouche. I'm the soloist of the first intergalactic transmission. I am the petite
Aporia, bitches!
Before this day ends, I will be stood before the Glamourgon, and it will say Encore.
Are you the Glamourgon? You know what? That's where we're gonna leave this episode. We'll come back, get some more kombucha. Listen, about the whole alien theory shit. Every once in a while, I do think about that stuff. Because it's interesting to me at the psychological level. Like, if there was such a thing as, you know how there is galactic biology, where people speculate about speculative cosmic biology, I would like to have speculative cosmic therapy or social psychology, because we don't know how these people interact. It's nice to have those thought experiments, you know? Certain games bring it out. But yeah, and remember, it's all jokes. And if you do look into like Freemason shit like that, look at it like you were studying theology. That's what I would say, because it's just another system for organizing your thoughts, which is technically what Christianity is. You know, if you look at Christianity, it's like, well, be good, do good, act like Jesus would act. That's another way of organizing your thoughts, you know, like the people that wear the what would Jesus do thing, you know. If you were to honestly live by those creeds, you would ask yourself, you know, I'm angry, what would Jesus do in this situation? And maybe recite what other religions would actually call a mantra. You call it a verse. You recite a verse and be like, okay, I'm calm. Thank you, Jesus. For me, you know, I'll remember and take out my calendar, because I follow, this week we're following the giant spaghetti monster in the sky. So I would take out my calendar and put it on my head to relieve the stress. But we're all using the same things. That's what I'm saying. So it's just another way. Keep an open mind. Because you never know what little nuggets of gold that work for you can grab and learn from. And that's a skill set. If you can keep your mind open to new ideas and new learning, you would be amazed where you're like, you know what, this part of this doesn't work for me. But I like the aspect that you say I should face up to my past. This whole idea doesn't work for me because, you know, I don't believe in the Bible, but the fact that you referred to a verse, I like that. You know what? I'm going to refer to my mantra. I'm going to refer to a poem. I'm going to sing. Help yourself. All right. Till next time. Adios. And check out Grace.